Mark, you were telling us a story that you were in college and that you dropped out a couple times and then finished, and you had someone who was saying to you, Mark, we think you are a bit messed up, but if you got unmessed up, we think you have something there. So let's pick up where we left off there.
Okay, so I was in medical school and I dropped out twice, but finished. And the second time when I dropped out, and I wasn't flunking out, but I think I had untreated depression. I met with the dean of the school who cared about money, and I was obviously not a great business bet. So I met with him, and then he sent me to the dean of students who cared about students. And I guess the dean of the school was worried, how would I take it when I found out that I was being kicked out? And when the dean of students told me that the dean of the school had sent him a letter saying that I'm being asked to withdraw, I said to the dean of students, what does that mean? And he said, you've been kicked out. And then what happened is I cratered. I'm not very religious, but I think a miracle happened, because when he said that, I started touching my cheeks because it felt like I was bleeding, and I started touching my cheekbones and looking at my fingers because I felt like I was bleeding from my eyes.
Wow.
But it was tears. And then that's when he said to me, so imagine you're depressed. You don't know what if you have a future. You're probably cratering at a low point. And he said, Mark, you didn't mess up because you're passing everything, but you are messed up. But if you became unmessed up, I think the school would be glad they gave you a second chance.
And how did you receive those words when you got them? Did it make you feel more depressed, or did it give you a sense of encouragement in that moment if you were sitting back thinking about that?
No, what happened is I think I fell apart, but
okay.
His passionate compassion, it's like he reached underneath my falling apart and he said, Mark, even if you don't become a doctor, even if you don't get unmessed up, even if you don't do anything with the rest of your life, I'd be proud to know you.
Wow, that's powerful.
Because you have a streak of goodness and kindness in you that we don't grade in medical school. We should, but we don't. And you have no idea how much the world needs that. And you won't know it till you're 35, but you have to make it till you're 35. And you deserve to be on this planet, and you're going to let me help you. And he arranged an appeal. So what he had done is he saw a future for me that I didn't. He saw value in me that I didn't. And he went to bat against the medical school for me at his own risk. And so the combination, the trifecta of seeing a future for me, seeing value, and standing up for me against a medical school that wanted to kick me out, it flipped the switch in me. So I took a year off, and during that year I went and worked at a place called the Menninger Foundation, which was in Topeka, Kansas. It's now, I think, based in Houston. I found a way to connect with schizophrenic farm boys, and I was raised in a suburb of Boston. And then I finished that.
Different, yeah.
And I came back, finished med school, went to UCLA in psychiatry, and I just paid it forward. So with my suicidal patients, I saw goodness in them. I saw a future in them, and I went to bat for them. And it's as if I grabbed them by the nape of the neck and said, you're not going anywhere.
Wow. Well, that's a powerful thing for our listeners and us to remember. One person believing in you or seeing something that you don't quite see in that moment that is there because someone else is seeing it and you may not be because of your depression, your emotion, your vision. And for you to go on and do that, Mark, I'm sure that school is more than proud of you that you were a graduate.